Good morning. Good morning to everyone around the world. I want you to put a one in the chat if you can hear me. I want you to put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Let's okay. Let's lock in. Let me send a tweet out right now, guys. I'm going to send a tweet out. Then I want to give you an update as to what's going to take place today. Very important update. So make sure you're liking, sharing. We are doing our updates. I just want you guys to know we're doing our updates today via YouTube. So those who've been following me on Instagram, make sure you locked in. I'm gonna let everyone know over there on Instagram where the update will be at. So this is a breaking news development in the coverage of the trial against rapper Tory Lanez, and this is very big. I'll tell you why it's big in a minute. Stand by. Just put the one in chat. Make sure you guys are tuned in. I have someone waiting to come on, and I'll tell you exactly why this is an important update. Hopefully, everyone had a great weekend. You guys didn't do too much that you regret. I know you guys saw me. Some of you saw me out there having a little fun, but right now we want to. Some of you saw me out there having a little fun. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We want to share this link before we do anything. I'm gonna tweet this out. Hold on. Okay. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. That is done. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing things a little differently. We've been having a lot of misunderstandings about the information that was going out in this trial coverage. So what I did, and I kind of alluded to it last week by bringing one of my guests on, but today we're going to have a very special guest who's an expert in criminal law be our special correspondent in the courtroom today. I'm covering two cases. I'm covering this case and I'm covering the upcoming case of rapper Young Thug. So I had to attend a hearing today in Atlanta, and I will be back in California. But I left my coverage into great hands. And without further ado, I want to bring on my special correspondent for Hip Hop Inquirer, and you guys seen her on Instagram. You've seen her probably if you're in courts in Michigan. You've seen her moving around. But ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce my special correspondent, Pam Campbell. Pam, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Today's a big day. Today we want to see who's actually showing up and who is not. What do you expect to happen today?
So, what we do know is that the lead investigator did not testify last week, he cannot come. So, he will be there today on behalf of the DA. Now, the testimony is very, very important because as the talk over the weekend about DNA, why he didn't test whoever, why he eliminated certain people before taking DNA, it's so many questions that I think this detective has the answers to. So a lot of the answers, the misconceptions, the falsehoods that's out there, I think it's going to clear up today. We will also be able to see any information that has to do with the bodyguard that some people say is missing, some people say they're not missing, some people say he's not showing up, some people say he plans on showing up. But what we will find out today is what the truth is behind that room.
Now, some are saying that you're muffled. I heard exactly what you said. I don't know if it's where's your mic located?
It is at the bottom of my phone. Do you guys hear me better now?
Okay. Well, do you need to
Let
put
me
your
know.
phone up to? Do you need to put your phone to your mouth? No, 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 don't do that. I know why you have it there because we need to have you
I'm
framed.
wondering if I take it off of my headphones, if that would be better. Let's
No,
try that.
I don't know.
I
But
was doing that
we in
earlier and
real
I
time.
like
And we
every
got
audio.
2 million people watching you now. So let's just go ahead and keep it going. No pressure, of course. Are you there?
I can hear you, but I'm trying to take it off my
No,
headphones.
Just put your headphones back on. Put your headphones back on so you can hear my questions. And just go back the way you were. They're just going to have to, I'll do the recap for those who didn't hear. So we have Detective Schroeder. I believe that's how he pronounces his name. Detective Schroeder will be brought back in. And this, am I correct?
That is correct.
Okay, the reason why this is important is because Detective Schroeder had an incident back in October where the prosecutor did not want to bring him up because of, and I have to say, it's an alleged DV case. Why does that matter? I don't think it really matters. Counsel, what do you think?
I believe this is what I've heard. I've heard that the defense wanted to bring that in, but that's not going to come in. DV doesn't really matter because it doesn't go against your towards your credibility, which is usually theft, dishonesty, extortion, those type of things. That will probably come in because it goes towards your credibility. Domestic violence, not so much.
Okay, so many people believe that one or the other side has already made their case. How important is the defense's case based on everything you heard thus far? And do you think the defense will have to bring on multiple witnesses or not too many?
It's not their case to prove. It's the prosecutor's burden. So, they may bring up certain people to clear up facts that may have been out. But no, I think if there's a witness that people have been talking about, some witness that allegedly saw the incident, of course that witness would be important if there is a witness of such out there. But no,
so let me ask you a question.
It's not the defense's burden, and the prosecutor better step it up to meet their burden.
Okay, so when do you think this case will wrap up? Because I need to book my flight to get back to LA, but I need to know from your perspective, when do you think this case will wrap up?
I think it depends on if the prosecutor's rest. I probably have a better gauge on when this will end by what happens this morning, who they say they're going to bring in if they rest their case. So right now they haven't even rested it.
They haven't. We had one witness called out of order, and that was one of the expert witnesses by the defense. But more importantly, we're going into the holidays. When do you think this case potential can go to the jurors at least by Wednesday?
I would believe so. If I had to guess, I would say at least by Wednesday.
Okay, there's been talk over the weekend, and this hasn't been confirmed by the prosecution or the defense. You may learn this information in the next few minutes. Is it a fact that, well, it's not even a fact yet because it hasn't been confirmed. Do you think that if this is confirmed, the bodyguard for Megan Thee Stallion not showing up plays a major part in the prosecution's case?
I believe it's important because Meg has told different stories, and therefore there needs to be some corroboration. We know that Kelsey has been a wild card all over the place, so she requires corroboration. And plus, you had the prosecutor in the opening, or the DA in the opening, basically say the jury is going to hear from this person. So they're going to expect to hear from this person. Whatever you say in the opening, you need to make sure you deliver it. Because in closing, the other side is going to make sure they remind you of what you said you were going to deliver and you didn't.
I want to make sure, because I want to make sure you covered there, because you need to have a seat in that courtroom. Do you have your badge? You have your hip hop?
I got my badge. I got my badge. I got my badge.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have an expert defense attorney that will be providing commentary, and we're going to be communicating on all throughout the day. And I'm gonna make sure you guys will be updated on the content, updated on whatever transpires in the courtroom. You don't have to worry about rumors, gossip, because I made sure you guys were covered. I may not be physically there, but I'm there with her in spirit, and we're gonna be communicating, synced in. So don't worry about it. I gotta let her shine because you know what? It's important that I give people an opportunity to shine. So don't think because I'm not in the courtroom with my shiny suit on, I don't need to shine. It's more important for someone who has a legal understanding of the law to be my backup. What do you guys think? Put a 1 in the chat if you support me bringing other people in. Put a 1 in the chat if you support me bringing other people in. No hate. This is all love. I don't need to be there. I could be sitting in my chair now. I had a crazy weekend, by the way. You need to get back upstairs because we got to line up and everything.
That line is no joke. All right, then. Thank you so much, and we'll be in touch.
We'll see you guys. We'll see you after the break, and we're going to do an update.
Okay.
Thank you, Pamela. Thank you very much. So, guys, ladies and gentlemen, I hate saying guys because then you exclude the woman. I don't be viewed as a sexist. So it is important. While I can be there throughout the duration, but my services is needed other places. I'm going to have you guys the coverage, but I have another case that is going to be major for hip hop. And not that this case is probably, and one of the reasons why this case is so important for many people is very polarizing. I'm looking at the comments. I'm looking at all the theories, conspiracy theories, the whatevs, the whatnots, the DNA, the gunpowder residue, what the cop did do, what the cop didn't do, what Kelsey said, what she didn't say, what Megan said, what she didn't say, what the bodyguards have yet to say. But we know that something happened with at least one bodyguard. He was there, the fourth person in the car. That's a problem for me. You have four people in the car, but only 3 people are in the court. It's a problem. No matter what you think, it's a problem because we don't have everyone's story. The only story we have is the parties that actually were involved, unless the fourth person was involved as well. Kelsey did say in that interview that the bodyguard picked her up and took her away from Megan. And that may play a role in how the jury views Kelsey's story. I know this is let me tell you something, guys. I'm going to be truthful with you. There's a lot going on in that courtroom and outside, and it's just so much. And I just wanted to bring someone else in. I need to bring someone else in. Someone there's an officer of the court that has the utmost integrity. And we have no doubt that she's going to get the meat and the potatoes of today's testimony. Make sure you guys are tuned in. Make sure make sure you're subscribing to this page. Make sure you turn your notifications on because when the break comes, she's coming back on. And I got to text her the Wi-Fi code because she don't have the Wi-Fi code. I have the Wi-Fi code. Many of you in the court don't have the Wi-Fi code, but I have the Wi-Fi code. No different than she has a press pass. She's representing Hip Hop Inquirer for this conclusion of this trial. Make sure you are liking, sharing, subscribing to this page. You won't see me on Instagram too much today. I have a reason. I want the content now to come to my YouTube people. I gave you a week of Instagram love. You still going to get the Twitter love, but you're also now going to get the YouTube love. And we're going to change the sound. I got to run and do some little technical stuff, but I'm coming back. We're coming back, and I want you guys to lock in. I know what you've been hearing out in the street and what other people are saying, but Hip Hop Inquirer is going to bring it to you exclusive. Shout out to my mods. Make sure you mod up because during the lunch break, Pam will be back, and we'll give you another update. This trial is riveting because there's so many different scenarios that people are looking at. I'm Dennis Byron, reporting live from my secret location, but I'll be back in LA soon. Make sure you follow me. Thank you. All right, guys, make sure you are. I didn't end this yet. Hold on a second. Here we go. We about to take this thing out of here with my theme music.